Hot Love was singer and TV presenter Paul King's inspiration.
I remember, you know, as a child, previous to that, watching Top of the Pops, because my sister was older and stuff, and I'd watch it and take music in and stuff. But it was just, for me, the unique combination of the age I was at and the fact that suddenly there was this person that was completely alien to anything I'd ever seen before as a pop performer or as a pop star or whatever. And it was just, the whole thing was right for me and the time. And suddenly I took on this whole world of pop music, and Bolan was just an amazing star and performer. And I managed to persuade my parents that I could purchase this record with a little bit of their help. Because again, it was a unique thing for me to say, I want to buy a record. It's like, yeah, what do you want money for records for? And so I went off, and I think it was 45 pence or something like that for my first ever record. I remember going into Coventry City Centre on the bus to Jill Hanson's record shop and picking up Hot Love on Fly Records and sitting there on the way home on the bus and reading all the credits and flying. It's like a whole thing for me. And for the next 3 years, Bolan was the complete thing which I worshipped and watched, and had a very big effect on my life, really.
Hot Love was Bolan's first #1, holding the top spot for 4 weeks. There was little doubt that the follow-up single would be a success, but no one, least of all Marc, could truly have expected Get It On to be the #1 best-selling single for an incredible 6 weeks.
He cracked something that was huge, and the sound of it was so sexual, and as I said before, this androgyny became so attractive, much like Madonna is doing now, except that her records, they've got a lot of sexuality in there, but they hadn't got that, that sort of, you could almost touch the sound in Marc's records, and Get It On in particular. It always sounds like people were having a real good time in there. You're dirty, sweet, you're my girl.
album it was, but Mark was looking for a title. And of course I came up with a crazy one, and it was called Total Rex and the Space Cadets. Now, Mark liked it, you know, and I wanted to do 2 Bristol boys, you know, the Bristol boys, but using our faces. Now, Mike liked it, but because it didn't come from his direction, or we didn't work it out together, I'm not saying there was any egotism against each other about it, but he knocked it over, you know, knocked it back. But, I mean, he did take, you know, a few things, like my fame line was, meanwhile, I'm still thinking. It's been an exciting year, and I think kids for a long time have wanted to really like boogie at concerts. I mean, there hasn't been a band for a long time that's actually gone out and done that. But I certainly really dig live concerts, you know. And they did all that Beatlemania stuff. It's been more exciting than possibly it's been for 5 or 6 years. You know, I see my role in the rock industry anyway as being a person. You know, I don't think I'm a teen idol. We don't have any cigar-smoking dudes behind us. There's no big business people. You know, it's down to me, really, what happens. Music really gets me off. And for me, it's a very positive art form, you know. And as an artist, you know, I really enjoy it. You know, if other people like it, it's very flattering, you know. But meanwhile, I really do it myself. We started out as an underground band, supposedly, or a minority band. And we've become like the biggest media band for like 5 years or something. Which for me is really weird, because many people used to say, you know, Mark, we were a funny little voice, man. You know, you're never going to sell any records. So that was a strange one, you know. Every time you go on a stage, I don't presume it's going to be amazing, you know. I have to make it a good performance. I've had so many people to look at and learn how to reach people in the quickest way, which is what it's about. I mean, success is only relevant if it's pleasing to you know, to be successful and have #1 records if it's nothing to do with you. It's probably the quickest way to the madhouse. I can't think of any quicker way to freak out, you know. I'm quite prepared to be a dustman tomorrow if I have to be, you know. It's not relevant, it's not even important. What's important is that even if that happens, I know that I'd go out and I'd press my own records with a hand presser, you know, and go and give them to people.
Up until the autumn of 1971, June Feld had looked after all of Marc's business affairs. They both knew that if the future was to remain secure, they needed assistance. Tony Secunda was drafted in to set up Marc's own label deal in England, the T-Rex Wax Co. And he was there to negotiate with the Americans.
I needed him, but I needed him for about 6 months. I needed him to do a Warner's Brother deal for me that I didn't have the clout to do. And that's what I did, and everybody in the world said, "Oh, June, don't do it. You'll never get free of him. Don't touch him with a barge pole." And I said, I want him. I need him. Marc and I need him. I need him for Marc. And I got him, because Tony thought he was in there, both feet, for life. But he wasn't.